Welcome back to Tales from my collection. Cultivation of mind should be the ultimate aim of human existence. Education is not mere learning of facts, but it is a training of minds to think. We are what our thoughts have made us. So, take care about what you think. Words are secondary, thoughts live and they travel far. The mind is like water. When it is turbulent, it is difficult to see. When it is calm, everything becomes clear. So, control your mind or your mind will control you. A person who can control his mind and remain calm can handle any type of life situation. Now, on to the story of troubled waters. Once, a sage was walking from one town to another with a few of his followers. They stopped by a lake and the sage requested one of his disciples to get him water to drink from the lake. As the disciple walked to the lake, a bullock cart crossing through churned up the waters and the water became muddy and turbid. The disciple thought, how can I give this muddy water to the sage to drink? So he came back and told the sage, the water in there is very muddy. I don't think it is fit to drink. After half an hour, the sage repeated his request for water. The disciple returned to the lake. This time too, the lake was muddy. Once again, the sage asked the disciple to check the water. The disciple reached the lake to find the water absolutely clean and clear. The mud had settled down and the water was now fit for drinking. He collected some water in a pot and brought it to the sage. The sage looked at the water and then he looked up at the disciple and said, see what you did to make the water clean. You let it be. And the mud settled down on its own and you got clear water. Your mind is also like that. When it is disturbed, just let it be. Give it a little time. It will settle down on its own. So, it is very important to remain calm and let the things settle down because our mind and our thinking is a root cause of all our problems. When you don't have any control over your mind wanders and it is in an unestablished state. But when you learn to organize your mind, it in turn organizes your body, emotions and energies, which will in turn help you to focus onto your destination. It will help you to achieve what you want or desire. Control your mind and direct it in the right direction and save yourself from destruction. Be clear about what you want to achieve in your life and struggle for it. Work towards your goal and make it happen. For it to happen, you will have to work hard with a belief or faith in yourself. If you fail to do so, your boon may become a bane. Now, on to the story of empty boat. It is about anger control, which is very much within us. When you fail to control your anger, it only takes away your happiness. Train your mind because It is your strongest muscle and the worst enemy. Train your mind to stay calm and positive in every negative situation. Train your mind to see the good in every situation. Your thoughts are the seeds that you plant. When I is replaced by we, even illness becomes wellness. Once a monk decided to meditate alone, away from his monastery. He took his boat to the middle of the lake, anchored it there, closed his eyes, and began meditating. After a few hours of undisturbed silence, he suddenly felt the bump of another boat colliding with his own. With his eyes still closed, he felt his anger rising, and by the time he opened his eyes, he was ready to scream at the boatman who had so carelessly disturbed his meditation. But when he opened his eyes, he was surprised to find that it was an empty boat that had struck his own. It had probably gotten untethered and floated into the middle of the lake. At that moment, the monk had a great realization. He understood that the anger was within him. It merely needed the bump of an external object to provoke it out of him. From then on, whenever he came across someone who irritated him or provoked him to anger, he would remind himself that the other person was merely an empty boat and that the anger was within him. When your mind is weak, you feel that every situation is a problem. But when your mind is balanced, every situation is like a challenge. And when your mind is strong, every situation becomes an opportunity. Teach your mind to be stronger than your feelings, because a strong mind has a potential to change one's destiny. What we think, we become. So, think right. Develop a strong mind to lead a strong life. Strong minds suffer without complaining, but the weak minds complain without suffering. Anger weakens the immune system. Be patient in one moment of anger, and it will help you to escape 100 days of sorrow. Anger is just an emotion which we express to avoid the less comfortable feelings. Agitated mind makes it difficult to understand things, but when the mind settles, things become clear. To be angry is to let others' mistake punish yourself. The people who really make you angry control you. Anger only makes your mouth work faster than your mind. When our minds are clouded by hatred, selfishness, jealousy, and anger, we lose not only our self-control but also our judgment. So, learn to control your mind and anger and stay calm to be happy in your life. Thanks for watching. Take care and stay safe.